All right, we made it. We're here. This is lab number 2 for EECS 1012, Introduction to Computer Science. Now, what is lab 2? Lab 2 is a customizable scheduler for your on-the-go student. And so, what is the aim of lab 2, you ask? Well, lab 2 is to create a table structured with your own personal schedule. And then, as an additional feature, it must autonomously update. Horrible at saying that word. The relevant time and day, as you can see right here, time 6-8. And basically, Monday will be considered 1, Tuesday will be considered 2, so forth and so on in that direction. So you see here right now, the time is Saturday and 8th hour, because it's not exactly 9:30 as yet. This is considered 8 o'clock, but I'll get into that within the code. So what do we have here? We have the HTML aspect. A series of TD, TH, and TR tags to create our table, as you can see on the right. Not much to talk about here actually, but please bear in mind H1 ID is equal to info. This is an ID tag, and right here you see it has nothing inside of it. But corresponding to the right on our preview, you can see it says my 2015 schedule and time 6-8. How is that possible? Later on in the video, we'll give a full elaboration as to how that is actually happening. You can see going down, we have a series of classes and IDs to corresponding elements inside our CSS or selectors. Time segments in various colors. Now moving on to the CSS aspect. You see we reference back our IDs, making various customizations. This is all purely aesthetics, in all honesty. How I personally want to display my schedule. I could maybe have a black background, white. I just essentially love this background. It's very simplistic, very me. Body padding. And then we'll move on to the JavaScript. This is where the real interactivity happens. I apologize sincerely because you can't see the full functionality of this program since it's the weekend, but what it would do is highlight various blocks corresponding to the hour and day, in which, let's say the Monday block here would turn white, black, or green to signify that this event is up next, this is scheduled, this is what's going to occur, and essentially that's it. And it will keep on progressing throughout the day. Unfortunately, I have no Saturday block or Sunday block, so you won't be able to see this feature. But I will make a second video later on in the week showing on my Android device. And you should be able to see the various table cells being highlighted to signify that this event is penciled next. But let's get back to the JavaScript aspect so I can at least walk you through what is going on and all of this gibberish, as you may call it. It's very functional though. It's very easy to understand for me. So we have function.update page. This is a function that's going to be continuously called throughout this program. And now we have our declaration of variables. var d is equal to new date. It gets the date. It gets the exact date with var day. And the exact hour with var hour. And you see here we have various names, d, day, hour, minutes. These words all become reserved words. I can no longer use these words for arbitrary meanings, because they all correspond to functions. Now we have a var e is equal to document element by ID info. This is our h1 tag, and this is what allows me to put writing inside my h1 tag. So as you can see, I'm referencing my document and element by ID. The info, I'm specifically selecting that ID info, and then I can state that e.innerHTML is equal to whatever I like to write. Now, a fundamental problem of this assignment was that each class at York starts at the half an hour block and not the hour block. And we specified all our times based on either 8, 9, 10 o'clock. So to correct this, if the time was below, say, 9:30, it would automatically correspond to the 8 o'clock block. And if it was 9:31, it would correspond to the 9 o'clock block. And so this is a code that's responsible for that. Var block equal time plus day plus hour. And this is how we specified var block. We here define a new variable var block is equal to time plus day. Our day and hour are actually calling back our var d. Our var day and var hour that we specified earlier as d got get day. The methods we specified earlier on in the code. Now, this is an interesting part. If last time not equal equal null and last time not equal equal C, which is essentially stating if this block is not highlighted, then do not highlight the next block. If nothing's in here, you should not highlight the second block. And where this becomes imperative is in blocks such as APGR 1410. This block is taking up 2 cell spaces. Therefore, if I highlight this block and it has writing within it, please highlight the second block to make it a complete cell to reference that, yes, this is the current time and day, this is happening. And now, running back through our code, we have var c doc at element by ID, said that already, last time style dot background. That's essentially changing the background of the highlighted text. And let's go back down. If C is not equal to null. Okay, now here we have an e.innerHTML. I call back my info ID from higher up and state it should state my 2015 schedule and block my 2015 schedule and time. Boom, it corresponds, it's working, it's phenomenal. And then you have function start update, initiates the update and starts the whole program from running. Last time equal null, window.onload equals start update. Now windows.onload equals start update. This is what starts the functions. This is what initiates the entire action and puts it into operation. Very important. Your code will not run if you do not unload your functions. And now, all these texts within my table are actually hyperlinked. So if I click EECS 1012, for instance, I'm going to get a link of what EECS 1012 really is, and all of them are linked. This additional feature that it's capable via CSS, in which you can create hyperlinks directly inside your table rows. It's phenomenal. Now, discussion. Any problems in which I had with creating this project? Too numerous to mention. Nah, I'm just joking. The only distinctive problem I would like to reference is that with my CSS, you must make various declarations in a certain hierarchy, or else they will not apply, especially in relation to my background. So I specify my background to background image cover. First and foremost, before I say background image URL, and I reference URL, and I did not get my background image to cover the entire screen. And it took me about 20 minutes before I realized that background image must be referenced before background size within body. Therefore, you may think it doesn't matter, but the order in which you deploy your property and values for your selectors does matter. Bear that in mind, or else you will not get the intended result. But other than that, everything's running smoothly. My page covers the entire page. My table covers the entire page. It's basically a functional program. However, as I promised, you will see a part 2 in which I show you on top in the Android device. Oh man, that's it. Thank you. Again, lab number 2.